So we're back here to start the second quarter as Peabody's winning this contest 21-6 at the end of one. They're moving the football 1st and 10 for the Golden Tide. Barnett in the backfield. Bogus rolls out to the right looking to throw the football, and the ball's going to be complete right down there on the sideline to number 8, Malik Dokes, for almost enough for a first down. Let's see where they spot him.
Well, that was an accurate pass. You had 2 Westwood defenders right there with Malik Dokes, but he threads the needle for close to a first down.
Gain of about 9 brings up 2nd down and 1. And so Joey Peabody comes out the first play here of the second period, throwing the football. This time they have 3 wide receivers to this side of the field or the trips formation. William Harris has handed the football, and he's loose running up the middle, and he's going to have a gain of about 15 on the play where it's 1st and 10 for the Golden Tide.
You know, last game we saw William Harris come in for Tavarian and just do an excellent job. I mean, ran with great heart, with great power and passion, just as he does there.
We're appreciative of our support tonight here on TV 22. Whitby Family Clinic is supporting our second quarter here for the Golden Tide tonight. Be sure and call Sherry Whitby and all the staff down at Whitby Family Clinic. If you've got a cold or whatever your need may be, they'll be sure and help you. Ball's handed off going wide to Tay Nesbitt, and he's going to be stopped for possibly no gain on the play.
Well, the one thing that we have to be careful of, even if we score here, is not to get too careful, because as we said, Westwood can put points on the board very quickly, as can Peabody. Going to have to be aggressive in this game.
Going to have to keep our foot on the gas pedal. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely, not let up.
Spread formation for the Golden Tide. Harris joins Bogus in the backfield. Harris goes forward all the way down to about the 6-yard line, where he's going to be about 2 yards short of another first down for the Golden Tide.
You know, pretty good play. We're seeing the inside linebackers of Westwood crashing basically on almost every play, playing the run. They are staying in the box, and they kind of know what's going to come, but we're still able to push them.
Looks like 3rd down and about 3 for the Golden Tide. Trips formation to the near side of the field for Peabody, or to the wide side, depending on which side you're looking at it from. The ball's handed off to Harris, but Westwood had no part of it. And Joey, looks like we're going to get to see Peabody kick a field goal.
Well, something we've been waiting to see. That time, again, very conservative play calling with probably 8 guys in Westwood in the box, and we run it right up the middle. But we're going to see into the wind. It's going to be a 25-yard field goal.
Sanders on to kick a 25-yarder, or to try a 25-yarder. I think if he'll just kick his normal extra point, he'll make it just fine. There's the snap. The hold is down, and the kick is going to be up. And the kick is good, and so Drew Sanders extends Peabody's lead to 18 as Peabody's up 24-6. And we knew Drew could do it, and that's going to be a mighty good weapon for us as we go forward in these playoffs. Peabody's leading 24-6 here with 9:32 to play as you're watching Golden Tide football on TV 22, Trenton's local cable channel.
Right now, 1 in 3 drivers is cruising around in a state of skepticism about just how much value their car insurance company is delivering. If you're one of them, State Farm agent Amy Greer in Trenton can help you get to a better state, because she'll talk with you, listen to you, and help put together a policy that has you written all over it, from cost to coverage, all backed by 24/7 customer support. Feeling less skeptical? Then call State Farm agent Amy Greer in Trenton and officially get to a better state with State Farm.
Drew Sanders kicks a 25-yard field goal, increases Peabody's lead 24-6. And now the same Drew Sanders is set to kick off for the Golden Tide. A little bit of a different change for Drew. Is this the first time he's kicked off kind of into a south wind? and he gets a good foot into it. And how many really gets a good foot into it? Ball goes down all the way to about the 4-yard line. And Peabody's going to be right there, Johnny, on the spot, as Logan Morris is the first man down the field, and he tackles him right there at the 7-yard line.
Well, Drew Sanders, you have to believe, he's got a little adrenaline pumping there as he kicks his field goal there in his playoff game, second round of the playoffs. It'll build a lot of confidence in him. Great coverage there. You know, Westwood, they were not expecting a kickoff like that.
Well, to be quite honest, I wasn't either.
Never thought it.
Yeah, Sanders put it over their head, made them field it, and only got about 3 yards on the return before Peabody was on top of them. 1st and 10, Westwood, 2 men in the backfield, 3 wideouts. They stick to their running game, hand the ball off, and there to make the tackle is number 67, Hayden Whitby, and that's going to be a loss of about 2 on the play.
Hayden just keeps doing a great job anchoring that defensive line. Coming up big there. Looks like our defensive front is just kind of having their way with the offensive line of Westwood. That dangerous pass, you know, it's lurking here.
And the ball comes out, and it's going to be a safety, I believe. Let's see what they call it. Peabody's safety, 2 points. And so Peabody goes up 26-6 as we hit the quarterback in the backfield. That was number 19, Jordan Johnson, coming in and knocking the ball away from Jerome Gilkey. And Westwood falls on it, but it's in the end zone, and Peabody gets 2 points out of it. And so now Westwood will have to have a kickoff back to Peabody. And so let's just stay with it right here and see what the game plan is going to be, as Westwood will be kicking the ball from the 20-yard line. It'll be interesting to see if they punt the ball. It's called a free kick, and you're free to either kick it off or punt it, either one, Joey.
Well, we've seen that Westwood does not have a great kicker or punter. Their kicker does have the capability, as we watched him in warm-ups, to get a hold of one every now and then, but he's not very consistent with that. To be honest with you, the further he can kick it, maybe the better for us, because he'll get it into the hands of Malik Dokes, who is one of the faster players on the Peabody team.
So they will kick it off the tee, and our up front men need to be aware here, because I don't believe he can kick it that far. Better scoot up and be ready to field the ball.
I don't think he has a clue where this ball is going.
Well, we might ought to take cover up here in the press box. Here's the kick. And so a little better kick than what we were expecting. Xavier Ball takes it. He's coming up the field, and he's got a pretty good run back going right there, and he's going to have it over into Westwood's side of the field, where Peabody will have it first and 10 at the 46-yard line. Just
a really good, strong, courageous run back there by Ball. Good job. Ready for this offense to capitalize on that, we'll call it a turnover, but on that safety. Again, the danger is to just kind of play it safe. We got to get aggressive here.
Keep the foot on the gas. 1st and 10 for Peabody. Harris joins Bogus in the backfield. Harris is on the carry, and he's going to have a pickup of about 3, or maybe 4 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down and 6.
As we said, really like the way Harris is running the ball. Runs hard. You don't lose much, if anything, really, with Harris in there with Tavarian. Tavarian perhaps is just taking a break. He has run the ball several times.
2nd down and 7 after a gain of 3. Bogus back to pass. Bogus throws it deep. And looks like the ball just kind of came out of his hand, and he threw a wounded duck. And I almost got my shotgun out, Joey.
Well, that's just a terrible pass. I'm sure he wished he had that again into the wind. And you're throwing again. Passing game has got to be accurate against this Westwood defense. They are ball hawks. They will intercept the ball almost intercepted that, Tyler Gadling had to become a defensive back on the play.
3rd down and 7 for Peabody.
We cannot just throw the ball up.
Bogus back to pass. Set up a little screen, and it looks like it's set up out here. And Harris is going to have enough for the 1st down, as Westwood had a pretty good rush, and Bogus dumped it right over the top of their head, and Harris did the rest.
Well, I love the play call there, a very high percentage pass. Not a lot of risk involved there. You know, very seldom did you see that screen anywhere that you see it not work for positive yards, and it does there. We need that high percentage passing, getting the ball into our skill guys in space, let them make people miss.
Another State Farm 1st down for the Golden Tide. Bogus keeps the football after a little bit of a miscommunication there between Bogus and Harris as to who was going to take the football. Bogus keeps it, ducks his head, moves the pile forward for a gain of about 2 on the play.
Well, it did look like some kind of mix-up there. Bogus usually ducks his head and runs hard. That time a little tentative into the line.
Second and 8 for the Golden Tide as they have the ball at Westwood's 33-yard line. Bogus back to pass. Ball over the middle. Throw. Beautiful throw and catch. Touchdown, Golden Tide. As Tyler Gadlin received a beautiful throw from Braxton Bogus, and it was on the spot, Joey.
Well, it wasn't 2 inches off the fingertips of number 10 for Westwood, but 2 inches is enough for Tyler Gadlin to take it into the end zone. Beautiful throw and catch.
New holder into the contest for the Golden Tide as Sanders is set to kick an extra point. I believe that's going to be Tyler Gatlin. Snap down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And so Peabody charges out to a 33-6 lead here with 7 minutes to play in the 2nd quarter. The Golden Tide is rising high right now in Memphis, Tennessee, as they lead this contest 33-6. We'll be back after this short break and a word from our sponsors.
Hello, this is Ed Norman, broker with LA Realty of Trenton. I want to thank all of you for making LA number 1 in our community. We aim to take good care of our customers to the best of our ability. We know that's how a successful real estate firm operates in a small town. Please remember us when you need help or just advice about your real estate. Thanks again.
Peabody's winning this contest 33-6. 7 minutes to play here in the 2nd period. Sanders is set to kick off, and Sanders has done a great job all night keeping talented backs from Westwood off balance on this kickoff, not really knowing where he's fixing to kick the football. But as we look across the way, we see Coach Gaddis over at the 25-yard line on the far side. And usually that means that's where Drew's going to kick the football. Let's see what he does. And that's what he does. But
I don't think that was a fair catch.
I never saw him wave anyway.
They could have cleaned his clock there.
Westwood will take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. Peabody has great respect for the speed of Nakia Cathy and several other players. Brandon Harrison, number 10, for the Longhorns. And we're trying to keep the ball away from them and not give them the opportunity to return the football. 1st and 10 Longhorns. Ball's handed off up the middle. And finally making the tackle coming up from behind is number 67, Hayden Whitby.
Well, we just ducked our head there, let him tried to stick out an arm, duck her head, and he's just going to run through that. Hope we learn from that. We've done better this game and so far than that. Got to have that head up. Look at what you tackle.
1st and 10 for the Longhorns. Nakia Cathy out here on the sideline, shaking and baking for a gain of about 5 on the play. He's awfully quick, Joey.
Well, he is that dangerous. You can see why they want to just flick the ball out into his hands. Any way you can get it into his hands, you've got a chance for 6.
Second and 5 for Westwood. Ball handed off up the middle, and I mean, he is smacked right in the mouth by number 67. Hayden Whitby saw it coming, and I mean, lowered the shoulder on him.
The Jolly Green Giant just put a whooping on him. He won't forget.
It'd be like Jerry Clower. Coach, I don't want the football. Good stick by Hayden right there. Pickup of maybe a half a yard. 3rd down and a long 4. Back to pass is the quarterback. Throwing it out here in the flat. It's going to be incomplete. And Westwood's either going to kick the football or they're going to go for it on 4th down. Let's see what they decide to do.
Well, you see the receivers there talking. Somebody missed a pattern there they were supposed to go into. You had 2 men there together.
Westwood appears to be going for it on 4th down. And really, I think I would too, down 33-6.
Well, desperate people are dangerous. Westwood is dangerous right now.
Quarterback forced out of the pocket. He's going to run for the 1st down, and he's going to pick it up as he gets maybe a yard past the 1st down marker. It'll be 1st and 10 for Westwood.
Well, we see that Gilly doesn't run a lot, only about a dozen carries coming into this game. But he is quick and he is elusive, and he can, as he did that time, pick up a 1st down on occasion.
First and 10, Westwood. And Big Bubba Bailey comes in and introduces himself as he breaks free, and he comes in and clobbers the running back, and going to be a loss of about 2 on the play.
You know, Paul Gilkey put that in the running back's belly like it was an option. If that was an option, he should have pulled it out and run with it.
Well, maybe his option was, I don't want the football.
I wouldn't have wanted it either. Bubba put a hurting on him.
Loss of 3, 3rd and 13, 2nd and 13. Long pass down the corner, but over the head of number 2, Nakia Cathy, and they're defending on the play was number 1, Logan Morris, and number 10, Najuan Miller, but the ball was over the head.
Well, one way to make those great receivers ineffective on those long patterns is to put great pressure on the quarterback. Linebackers that time were all in the face of the quarterback Gilkey, made him throw it wildly. Really a dangerous pass. Third and long for Westwood, excuse me. Quarterback being chased in the pocket. He cuts back now, trying to make positive yards. And he's going to be awfully close to a 1st down, but it looks like they're going to mark him just short of a 1st down. Well, Gilkey, as we've seen, has done something that apparently he's not done prior to this game. According to the stats, he's not taken off very often like that. He only has come into this game with 39 yards on the year.
4th and short for Westwood. Let's see if Peabody can hold them right here. Quarterback throws the ball over the middle, and it's going to be a touchdown for Westwood as number 10, Harrison, beat Malik Dokes right down the middle on a little look-in pass. Perfect throw from the quarterback, and it's touchdown for Westwood.
Well, Harrison, as we've said, the number 1 receiver for Westwood. Malik just was fairly good coverage there, but just a great pass. You'd like to see a tackle. Even if you don't knock that ball down, you got to stay on your feet and you got to make a tackle. We have been so vulnerable to that this year, and we see it again here. Westwood is not going to be out of this game.
Peabody up 21, 33-12. Westwood's deciding what they're going to do here. Either kick an extra point or go for two.
And Paul, you see that was 4th and short, and they throw it to the end zone. It shows you the confidence they have in their passing game.
Delay of game is going to be the call against Westwood, 5-yard penalty, and he's going to back them up.
This is not a sharp team. Not to be critical, but a little bit sloppy.
Well, this is probably the first time this year that they've played from behind, and so I'm sure they're a little rattled. Two-point conversion attempt, and it's going to be incomplete, and so Peabody's 21-point lead remains intact as they lead 33-12.
Malik gets inside there on the coverage and is able to shield the receiver from catching that ball. Good coverage that time.
So Peabody will be set to receive the kickoff after we take this break with 4 minutes and 19 seconds to go here before halftime. You're watching Golden Tide football on TV 22, Trenton's local cable channel.
At Raspberry Tire, we can help you with brakes, transmission flushes, interstate battery replacement, all types of suspension repairs, and alignments. We carry several major oil brands and tire brands, including Firestone and Bridgestone. Our service center can balance both passenger car tires and semi-truck tires, and fill your tires with nitrogen. With 30 years of towing experience, we can haul small, compact cars to semi-trucks, and we are the only wrecker service in Gibson County with heavy-duty towing and recovery services. Come visit us at 2216 Highway 45 Bypass, Trenton.
Peabody's set to receive this kickoff. Back deep for the Golden Tide is number 89, Jared Penn, joined by Xavier Ball, 23, and number 8, Malik Dokes. Jared Penn's going to pick it up, and he's going to hit to the sideline, and he's going to be tackled right there on the side after a gain out to about the 36-yard line. Well, Peabody will have it 1st and 10.
Good hard tackle there outside by Westwood. Have no idea the number on the field. It's hard to see these players on the far side. They get about halfway across, we can see the numbers, but need to score here.
Game is far from over as Westwood has an offense that can score very quickly, but so does Peabody. Let's put one on them right here. Harris on the carry, and he's going to have a good solid pickup of about 13, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Peabody.
Just a great power run there, quickness through the line. He's so quick to the line of scrimmage, much like Barnett. A little curious about Barnett. We don't see him. I don't see him across the way. I wonder if he is sitting on the bench, if something is hurt. But nonetheless, Harrison doing a good job right now.
1st and 10 after that State Farm first down for the Golden Tide. Harris changes sides of the formation. Peabody stays in its spread. Bogus is going to keep the football, and he's going to have a pickup of maybe 2 on the play, maybe 3.
Something didn't look right there on that snap. Perhaps it forced him to run. 2nd and long here. It's going to be interesting to see what Peabody calls. We've not seen a punt thus far from Peabody.
2nd down and 7 for the Golden Tide. Spread formation. Harris is in the backfield. He gets the football. He tucks it up in the middle, and he's going to have a gain of about 3, which is probably going to bring up 3rd down and 3rd and 4.
I was kind of watching the defensive backs and our wide receivers go out in a pattern that time. Excellent coverage from these defensive backs of Westwood. There's not a lot there. kind of forcing us into the running game.
3rd and 4 for the Golden Tide. Harris handed the football, and he's broken free through the line, and he's going to have enough for the first down after a pickup of about 10, possibly 11 on the play. Another State Farm first down. Be sure and thank Amy Greer, all of her staff down on South College. Be sure and call them for all your insurance needs.
Paul, there is no replacement for speed. When you have that, you can't teach it, you can't coach it, you can't even really develop it. You're born with it. And Peabody has it.
Tay Nesbitt that time in the backfield.
Nothing fancy.
Harris goes in motion, and then coming back against the motion is Tay Nesbitt carrying the football, gain of about 3 on the play.
Well, this half about over with. We sure would like to see at least get into field goal range.
2nd and 7 for the Golden Tide. Fumbled snap there by Peabody. Let's see who's got it. As Bogus is down on the bottom of the pile saying nope, and the referee points and says Westwood's got it. And so a good opportunity for the Golden Tide has gone awry, and they're going to have to play defense right here before half.
Well, we've seen signs of that on that drive. Appeared to be maybe a bad snap. Nonetheless, to the left side of Bogus. Was unable to handle it. Big turnover here as we approach halftime.
Peabody's kind of lost its focus a little bit here, and if they're not careful, Westwood will be right back into this contest.
Well, it's been a game of some big plays for Peabody's defense. We need a big play here. You know that they're going to be looking for the end zone. It's going to be about the passing game.
First and 10, Westwood. Gilkey with the ball back in the middle. And ball was nearly picked off after it was tipped as Hodges got up under the football and just couldn't come up with it.
Oski.
Oski is right.
Oh, that would have been a big play that we talked about. It appears that once Gilkey throws the ball past about 20, 25 yards, it gets pretty inaccurate.
A minute and 20 seconds to go here before halftime. Gilkey throwing the ball again over the middle, and wow, what a catch by Harrison as he reached his arms out and he snagged it right out of the air.
Well, he's big time. He's a big time receiver. He's got hands that could, I think, maybe play on Saturday. He's a possession type receiver.
First and 10 for Westwood after a great reception by Benjamin Harrison.
A whistle with no flag, not sure.
The ball was not set, the official said, so why wasn't that a penalty? Now the ball is set. Clock running. Minute and 10 seconds to go before halftime. Gilkey back to pass. And he's going to be sacked by big Noah Allen, number 71, as Noah breaks free and gets pressure on the quarterback and gets him down for the sack.
Well, that's exactly what we're going to have to see from this defensive line, and they've done a good job of it so far, and that's putting that pressure on what's going to be a passing game for the rest of the way.
Well, Westwood takes a timeout, and so will we, with 1 minute, 1 second to go here before halftime. You're watching Golden Tide football on TV 22, Trenton's local cable channel.
Whitby Family Clinic offers the very best in primary care, specializing in pediatrics, women's health and weight loss, workman's comp, Medicare, and geriatrics. Come experience the affectionate and caring medical service at its best. in a warm, home-like cozy environment with highly trained nurse practitioners, nurses, and support staff. It has been our pleasure to serve patients in the Trenton area for the past 20 years. At Whitby Family Clinic, we know it is important that you have a medical provider you can talk to and trust. We are devoted to quality care for patients of all ages. Whitby Family Clinic, caring for a living.
Second and about 17 after the sack from Noah Allen. 1 minute to go here before halftime. Westwood's got the football, and now he is sacked again, as that time big Hayden Whitby got through, came loose and made another sack and another loss of about 8 yards.
Jordan Johnson comes in there to assist on that sack. Johnson has been big this year.
But you know, the way Gilkey can throw the football, they can make up that 30 yards here on one play, as it's going to be third down and about 25. Back to pass is Gilkey, being pressured by Bubba Bailey. Broke contain, throw it out there wide to who was that number? I can't see the number, Joey, coming across the side. Number 6, Shelly Vinson was the intended receiver.
Well, we've seen, I think, a key develop in this game, and that is, not a surprise, but pressure on the quarterback before the receivers can really get open in their pattern, make him break the pocket, and make him throw maybe on the run.
Potentially a big play right here, as with 16 seconds before the half, Westwood's going to go for it. 4th and 24 from their own 40-yard line. Little slip screen out here from the side, and he's going to be brought down right there, and Peabody needs to get a timeout. And Peabody's going to have an opportunity to run one, maybe two plays here before halftime.
I believe that was Lowry, wasn't he, on the outside, coming hard, unblocked, put a lick on the quarterback. He got it away, but he paid the price for it. One play, Paul, what do you call here?
Well, I think you've got time possibly for two if you can get the ball on first down and get out of bounds.
We have timeouts available.
And Peabody just takes one of their timeouts right there. So that's probably a pretty good timeout with 9 seconds to go here before the half. You're watching Golden Tide Football, TV 22, Trenton's local cable channel.
Right now, 1 in 3 drivers is cruising around in a state of skepticism about just how much value their car insurance company is delivering. If you're one of them, State Farm agent Amy Greer in Trenton can help you get to a better state, because she'll talk with you, listen to you, and help put together a policy that has you written all over it, from cost to coverage, all backed by 24/7 customer support. Feeling less skeptical? Then call State Farm agent Amy Greer in Trenton and officially get to a better state with State Farm.
Nine seconds to play here before the half. Peabody's up by 21. They've got 9 seconds to see what they can do with the football. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line of Westwood. They're going to come with pressure. Bogus back to pass. He throws the ball deep. Somebody's going to have to step up and make a play right here. But the ball falls incomplete with 3 seconds to go before halftime.
It's kind of like a Hail Mary, but just not in the end zone. Bogus just kind of throws it up at 2 receivers and at 2 defensive backs for Westwood. Almost intercepted. Like to see a little more purpose, a little more.
Peabody's going to call another timeout and try to get a game plan. And so let's just stay with it right here, Paul, and try to think together what they may be fixing to try to do, Joey.
Well, we've seen all year the ability of our speedy backs and wideouts to get the ball in space, short of the goal line, well short of the goal line. Just run, make people miss, and score.
Would a screen pass go right here? Is Westwood has been trying to bring pressure every time we're in throwing situations, so we may be fixing to do something like that.
And I wonder their vulnerability right over the line of scrimmage where the linebackers are blitzing. Just a dump pass there, you're going to be open all day. Whatever, just get it in the hands of somebody and let them run. Give them a chance.
So one last play before the halftime for the Golden Tide. 3 seconds to go here. Peabody's winning by 21. Into the backfield for the Golden Tide is number 16, Ty Fields. And they're going to be throwing a little screen pass out there to him. But Westwood's ready for it, and that's going to bring it into the first half. A very good first half for the Golden Tide as they're winning this contest 33-12. We'll be back for the start of the second half after this break from our word from our sponsors as you're watching Golden Tide football in the second round of the PHSvsWW9NOV12B playoffs here from Crump Stadium in Memphis, Tennessee. We'll be back after this short break.
Hello, this is Ed Norman, broker with LA Realty of Trenton. I want to thank all of you for making LA number one in our community. We aim to take good care of our customers to the best of our ability. We know that's how a successful real estate firm operates in a small town. Please remember us when you need help or just advice about your real estate. Thanks again.
Well, we're back ready to start the second half as the Golden Tide is set to receive this kickoff. Short kickoff from Westwood taken by Jordan Johnson, number 19. Gets it back up to about the 46-yard line where he's going to be tackled, and Peabody will take over 1st and 10.
We're talking at halftime. The kicker for Westwood, number 12, is Canusha Spain, a young lady who's a soccer player for Westwood, also kicks off for them.
Barnett back into the contest for the Golden Tide at running back. 3 wideouts to the wide side of the field. In motion is Nesbitt. Quarterback's going to keep the football. That's Bogus running and has a pickup of maybe 8-9 on the first down play.
Bogus has been effective running the ball at times. Certainly caught Westwood off guard there. Big pickup. Paul, we need to pick up where we left off in the first half. Charging forward.
Gain of about 8.5 on first down. Bogus, hands the ball off to Barnett. Barnett's going to have enough for another State Farm touchdown. As first down, as we tell you about our sponsor here for the third quarter, LA Realty. Broker Ed Norman down on the Court Square in Trenton. Be sure to call Ed. He knows all about the real estate, property, and Trenton and Gibson County area, and he'll be glad to assist you any way he can. Appreciate Ed and his sponsorship of Golden Tide football here on TV 22. 1st and 10 for the Golden Tide.
I think they drew us off that time.
Illegal procedure against Peabody. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's for Peabody's first penalty of the game.
It may be. They've done a good job.
That makes it 1st and 15 for the Golden Tide.
Well, the wind blowing from left to right. A little bit chilly tonight. Not bad, but
Dokes and Nesbitt spread out to the wide this side. Bogus rolls out to the right. And an altercation takes place over on the sideline as the Peabody fans are calling for a flag. The official was knocked down over there, and I don't know if it was a late hit or not, but I didn't see a flag on the call. But there is a flag on the play, and it's going to be a holding against Peabody.
Well, it's something not have a penalty and then have two in a row. Really a costly one here. You're going to force us into a difficult play call as we're moving into the wind here.
Holding is the call against Peabody, and then a personal foul against Westwood, and that's going to be an automatic first down for the Golden Tide.
Well, the sticks have not moved.
The sticks haven't moved yet, but that should be an automatic first down for the Golden Tide. I don't believe our coaches caught that, or they should have brought it to the attention of the referees. And Barnett's going to have a minimal gain on first down. Yardsticks didn't reset after that personal foul, which usually is an automatic first down, isn't it, Joey?
Personal foul kind of trumps things. I thought that was an automatic first down, but that's what, 4 or 5 yards there.
2nd and 13 for the Golden Tide, as we've kind of had a little lackluster performance here the second half.
Another penalty, not sure what that's going to be. Could be a hold, could be a face mask.
Penalty comes in late on the foul. Let's see what the call is. Personal foul, face mask against Westwood. That's
going to be a huge call for us there. Really gives us a break there.
So that is automatic first down for the Golden Tide. As a 15-yard penalty, personal foul, grabbing onto the face mask of Barnett. And you saw the referee call it right there at the end of the play. It looked like to be an easy call for him. First down, Peabody. Bogus running the football, and into the contest for the Golden Tide is number 7, J.T. Haynes. Kind of remarkable that he's actually able to play, as he tore ligament in his leg about a month ago and has put off surgery, opted to do physical therapy, and he's still facing surgery after the season, I understand, but he's recouped enough and gained enough strength back in his leg that he's actually able to enter the contest. And so kind of a great human interest story there is J.T. Haynes back on the field for the Golden Tide. Number 22, Devarian Barnett on the loose around the sideline, and he's going to go in. Touchdown for the Golden Tide.
Absolutely amazing that on this quick Westwood team, Barnett is just the fastest man on the field. He can make the corner, he scores.
So the lead for the Golden Tide increases to 27. Sanders on for the extra point. They can go up by 28 if he's good.
Bogus back to hold this one.
There's a snap, high snap, and the kick is up. And the kick is going to be good, and Peabody takes a 40-12 lead here with 8:52 to go in the third period. The Tide is rolling, and it's rolling high tonight here at Crump Stadium. We'll be back after this short break as you're watching TV 22, Trenton's local cable channel.